Welcome you fam to a special edition of the VRChat World News and today VRChat News and today we have the Persistence Open Beta. So for those of you who are not aware, I covered persistence in terms of a concept a few weeks ago, but today we get to actually play with persistence. TLDR on persistence, it allows developers to create like a so-called save system to allow you to go back to the world without losing data. In English speak, if you played video games, you know that there is a save system in like Resident Evil. You use a ink ribbon on the typewriter to save your game. So a save game has data that is saved into a part of memory. In English speak, that's why you can load and save your game. Okay, so today I'm going to show you guys how to get started with persistence, and I'm going to show you some examples of what you can do with it based on the Example Central update. So let's show you guys how to get started with persistence if you are interested in trying this out. Now very important, extremely important first step. You go to your Steam where your VRChat is in play. You are going to right click on your VRChat software. Right click, go to properties. Go to betas, the fourth option here. Beta participation. Use the drop down and select persistence beta, persistence beta. If you choose open beta, however, you are not going to be able to do so because the persistence stuff requires a thing called player data. Player data is not available in open beta in terms of a script. The persistence beta is required for this one. It will update your game and it will show persistence beta. The second thing you must do is go to your VRChat Creator Companion application that you use normally for Worlds. What you want to do first, if you want to participate with the beta of persistence, go to Settings, then to Packages. Scroll all the way down until you see this area, Pre-Release Packages. Select the Show Pre-Release Packages box. Make sure that box is checked like shown here. If you do not do so, it will not show up. Then go back to your project that you want to open. Then go to Manage Project. Okay. So what you want to do here is you should be seeing an up arrow on VRChat SDK World and VRChat SDK Base under latest version. Click that. Click one of those, and then the other one will update automatically with it, and then press update. Now, what if I do not want to use open beta persistence? Let's say you want to roll back. Select this area in the installed version and go back to 3.7.2 beta 3. However, keep in mind you will not be able to use worlds that have persistence in them in the future if you decide to do the beta 3 or open beta in VRChat. So keep that in mind. Or if you decide to be a developer for a world with persistence, if you choose to go back to beta 3, you will not be able to use any persistence prefabs. Okay, now that we have done that, if you want to test out the examples, go to VRChat SDK in Unity on the toolbar, select Example Central. You can tell which one it is because there's a house icon on the left side. Then press the settings cog right here, and you're going to see Example Central Settings. There's two boxes. The first one is Central Curator Economy. This is for those of you who are selling in VRChat. But the one we want is the second one, Persistent Examples. Click that box. Make sure there's a check mark. And then we're going to show you guys some examples today. To import an example, Select the example you want and press import. It's like a regular package that you normally see in a regular prefab. If you want to check out documentation, press docs. All right. Now we got a little bit of tutorial underway. Let's go ahead and take a look at some examples for today to show you guys persistence at its finest. Now I really want you to try to showcase this. Make sure in order to do so you use Cyan, the client simulator, which is by pressing the play button in Unity, which is this one. Do not use the one for VRChat SDK. The reason being is because you do not have it in your own world yet. And from what I've been testing in VRChat SDK, it's not working properly yet, unless you actually have a world. And you have open beta for persistence in the beta thing. Okay, so let's get in with our examples. The first example for today is unlock items. Unlock items an example that showcases quote unquote achievements in a VR chat world using persistence. So if you ever played a video game with like achievements, you notice that each time you do certain something, there's a variable in memory that tracks said activity. For example, how many handgun ammo do you have in Resident Evil 4 at this current time? There's that variable in memory that tracks, hey, this player has 62 handgun ammo, and we need to save that data into said area in memory. So that is what this is. Okay, so let's go ahead and play this example. Remember, use client sim, not VRChat SDK. To do so, just press that play button on the top middle there. So what's going to happen here is it's going to track a few things. Time in world 1, time in world 2, time in world 3, distance moved, and look at that. I just unlocked something. Yellow. You can also see that the time in world and distance traveled is being tracked right now. I'm not even doing anything. I'm just not moving. So that time in world is going to be at least 3.5 minutes in a moment. Then you're going to see distance moved 2, and distance moved 3. Then you're going to see two more achievements with a question mark and question mark. Those are secret achievements in this particular example, which we're going to try to do. Then you have one for 100%. So let's go ahead and travel so that we can actually showcase an example. So you have a lot of boxes here. And I just got the one for distance move 1. So now we do not know what the other achievements are. But we do see this little capsule. We have a capsule here. It's a random capsule, but you never know. Is it an achievement? You never know. It says, "Where's my cheese?" This might be an item that we need to bring to something. Oh, look, I just unlocked a achievement. The second one, and this is called VRChat. But we do not know the other one. Oh, look at that! I just unlocked two more achievements: distance move 2, time in road 2. Now we have to know what is the other achievement. Nope, that's not it. So we do not know what it is yet. Maybe sit down in the chair. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Nope. Let's see if there's anything in this um example world that is out of place that you normally don't see. All right, looks like nothing out of the ordinary, and I just got distance move 3. So this is an achievement tracker one. If you would like, you can use that. But I'm gonna change the script for my world. Now, we don't know what that other achievement is. Maybe it's sitting down in a chair for a certain amount of time. Let's see if I'm right. Because I don't see anything out of the ordinary. Yeah, alright. Now what I'm gonna do is exit. I'm gonna play again. I should have those same data saved. No, I don't. Yes, I do. I was about to say. Yes, I do. It's the same thing. How much time have I spent in this world though? See, as you can see, we can see that the data has carried over. Time and world has carried over. Now I have a feeling I know what this is. Let me see if this is right. Yep, you have to respawn. You have to respawn. Like literal respawn in the world. So that is unlocked items or unlock achievements. And remember, you can use this as a hunt, as a not hunt, as a way to encourage engagement with the world. Okay. Oh, there it is. I completed all of them. 5 minutes. It was 5 minutes on the third one. Okay, so now we have finished that example. The next example for you guys is going to be RPG. Very simple what this is. If you are a fan of like those Japanese role playing games, this is for you. Basically, literally saying you can make your very own RPG in VRChat. A literal RPG, like a real game. That's a role playing game in VRChat with persistence. So for this example, we're going to choose a weapon class in order to play. This red one is the fighter, the blue one is the mage, the green one is the archer. Okay? So I'm going to choose the archer one. To tell which one you got, hold up, look up. Let me just make sure I stood in that square. Or click on it if you wish. So let's see. Click to fire an arrow. Obviously, I'm not hitting right now. No, I just saw a hit. Now, keep in mind this is not perfect yet, as you can see. It's way too high right now. So, I'm gonna try. I'm now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna exit. Then I'm going to come back in. Let's see if it saved my settings. Yes, it did. because I went with archer and I'm using the bow and arrow. And if I decide to change it, I can also do that. Now keep in mind there's no system here yet. Like you cannot use inventory yet because this is just to showcase the example. All right, that is it for the RPG example. The next one we're going to show off is going to be the persistent pen. The persistent pen allows you to use the pens in the VR chat world, but keep it. You're going to see what I mean in a moment. So when you draw in the VR chat world with persistence, you're going to be able to keep whatever you have written. For example, I already wrote something in here. Ignoring this yellow part, okay? I'm going to give the pen. As you can see, I wrote something. 20 LA to NLCS. That's actually true. So the Dodgers won yesterday to advance to the NLCS over the Padres. But my point for this is to actually show off persistence. So I'm gonna draw a line under that statement. I mean, not a literal line. Then I'm gonna put let's say um, MVP like this, and and as you can see, it also changes colors. I'm gonna choose bullpen. No, literally, because that's what happened. The bullpen was actually the reason why, other than the offense, the bullpen shut down the Padres for 24 straight innings. I was never expecting that to happen. But as you can see, it removed the other stuff because it was more than 20 lines. But that's okay. So this part should stay the team, the same. So what I'm going to do now is exit and then play again. Close menu. And there it is. Ta-da! There it is. It's still here. That's persistence pen. Right now. The next example we're going to show off is going to be the leaderboard. Leaderboard is going to demonstrate a string of data that is saved to a leaderboard. Like you would see Call of Duty, kills, assists, um, your KD ratio. My KD ratio is 0.74. So yeah, I suck. Anyway, speaking of that, well, I haven't played Call of Duty for a while because my KD is 0.70. Anyway, I played a demo already of this, and I'm jumping. So right now I have 76 jumps, and keep in mind I played this example for a while to demonstrate the example. So as you can see, I have 92 jumps. Now 100, and I'm gonna stop. I'm going to exit, play again. And as you can see, I have 101 jumps and it continues. The only way you reset this if you clear your local data. That's it. Or as a developer, if you clear it by them. I recommend you not to do that if you do not need to. It's like playing Rust, where you have a seasonal wipe, but the world developer is the one that does it, not the game. Anyway, as you can see, uh, we can also spawn a remote player too. I'm going to close that menu. As you can see, I added a second player in retrospect. That second player becomes number two because that player has zero jumps. If I go back to the menu again and choose another one, choose another local player thing, as you can see, it continues to populate the scoreboard and it showcases that remote player 3 has zero jumps. And it's going to stay that way because I don't have the second way to do the controlling of that player. So I have 103 jumps. Okay, if I come back in, I should still have 103 jumps. But I should also see that I have two remote players that weren't in playing. No, it's only one. That's fine. It's most likely because the remote player is just local. But as you can see here, I can still jump and it's still gonna count. Double jumps do I believe also count because that counts as a jump. But yeah, there's a leaderboard. So basically it encourages jumping. So if you like to jump in VR chat world, put a leaderboard. One more example I really want to show off is going to be under. This is the last example where it comes to our video for today. We're going to take a look at world settings. The world settings are going to showcase world settings like you would normally see in a regular VR chat world, but this time your settings are saved via persistence. So we're going to take a look at this particular example. You also notice health bar, but I don't think. Oh yeah, you can if you want to use it health bar. I could actually do something really cool with health bar or an RPG under persistence. So now let's go ahead and go to examples and let's go take a look at um, world data, world settings, and let's go ahead and play with it. You also have synced positions. So the last position you were in is going to be synced up. Okay, so we have world settings. So you have your regular stuff that you would normally see. This world uses player data to save and restore different settings for the for players automatically. So we can change the background. Let's just say change the background volume. Let's just say right there. And then we can turn off the mirror, the seats. I can use this. Okay, now I'm gonna exit and I'm gonna play again. Close menu. Let's see where we are at. Or it's probably this one. Okay, let's try that again. No, it's probably because I have to do something else, but that's okay. All because I don't have player data yet. That's fine. But it's going to save player data if you are using the other stuff. All right. So that's going to be the last example for today. Now keep in mind that you have to put the player data in and you have to put other particular settings in. I will be making a very simple VR chat world to show off persistence, but it's not gonna be like as elaborate as Moonlight Village. My role here for that world, for our little demo world for persistence, is just to showcase as a developer what I can do. Okay? Now I'm not gonna go too ham on it where I put a hospital, a police station, this and that. My goal for this demo world is to showcase a little bit of like persistence that not everybody because not everybody can get persistence yet in terms of like the not everybody might not understand persistence yet. So we're gonna go over that. That's today's update. If there's anything else that comes up, I'll let you guys know. But this is the persistence open beta. Make sure you follow the directions on how to get started from the beginning of this video. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll try my best to answer them. But keep in mind that I'm going to make at least one world with persistence, and then in 2025, I'm going to make more worlds, but I'm going to focus on persistence. And if I get lucky, creator economy. That's all for now. Enjoy, and we'll see you guys in another one. Keep on creating in VRChat.